Hello, Iowa! If you want to vote, first you need to make sure you're registered. There's a link in the description where you can check to see if you're registered already. If you aren't registered, or you've moved or changed your name since the last election and you need to update your registration, you have until October 29th to do it. If you have an Iowa driver's license, you can go to the link in the description and register online right now. If you don't have a license, maybe you're a student from another state or you don't drive, you can still register. You'll just need to print out the form in the description, fill it out, and mail it to your county auditor's office. A link to all of the addresses is down in the description as well. If you missed the deadline to register, don't worry, you can still register at your polling place on election day. You'll need to bring a photo ID with an expiration date with you, like a driver's license, state ID, passport, or student ID from an Iowa high school or college. You'll also need proof of address, like a lease, utility bill, bank statement, or paycheck with your name and address on it. If the address on your driver's license is your current address in Iowa, it counts as both. And if you're registering at the polls, make sure you get there a little early to give yourself some time to register first before voting. Once you're registered, you have a couple of choices for how to vote in Iowa. If you prefer to vote from the comfort of your own home, you can request an absentee ballot by filling out a form in the description and mailing it to your county auditor's office so that it arrives by Friday, November 4th. But the sooner you apply, the better. Once your ballot request has been processed, you'll get your ballot in the mail, and all you have to do is fill it out at your own pace and send it back before November 8th. You can even track your absentee ballot to make sure it gets received and counted. Link in the description. Another way to skip election day lines is by voting at your county auditor's office during their normal business hours starting September 30th. A link to their addresses and hours is below. If you really want that in-person voting experience on November 8th, the polls are open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and you can find out where to vote using the link in the description. You may be asked to show ID, especially if this is your first time voting in Iowa. Any current photo ID or a utility bill, paycheck, or bank statement with your name and address on it all count. You can also go to your county auditor's website to look at a sample ballot that tells you everything you'll be able to vote for this year. You don't have to vote for every single item on the ballot. You can leave a few things blank if you want to, but your local elections can be pretty important, so it's worth checking out what's on there ahead of time. You can even print out a sample ballot and bring it to the polls with you so you don't forget what you wanted to vote for. All the links to check your registration, vote early, get your sample ballot, and find your polling location are in the description. Thank you for voting.